Hey guys, my name is Angelique and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a full home gym tour. Okay, let's start out by talking about our flooring. So the flooring that we have is called Race Deck Free Flow. We purchased it on Amazon, and basically it comes in these 12 by 12 tiles and you snap them in, so installation is super easy. It's easy to clean. You can kind of break away the tiles, sweep it away or hose it away, however you want to clean. So that's a really good thing about this flooring. But if you're looking for a flooring that you want to kind of work out with no shoes, or looking for a soft surface where you don't have to purchase mats to get on the floor and do some ab work, I wouldn't recommend this just because it's kind of hard. But if you're not looking to work out without your shoes, this is extremely durable. You can drop weights on it. It's not going to break. So there's pros and cons to this floor, but that's the flooring that we have. And the other thing to mention is that our flooring underneath is black epoxy. So that's why you can see kind of the black peering through kind of the ridges in the flooring. All right, so this is the squat rack we chose to get. It's the wall mount fold back Rogue squat rack. And the reason why we got this one is initially when we decided to purchase a squat rack, we wanted the option to be able to kind of fold it up if we ever wanted to put a car in. And we ended up getting a treadmill, so we don't necessarily need that feature, but we're happy to have it. It's also a nice space saver. But let's talk about some of the attachments we have on the squat rack. So we have the spotter arms. If you're gonna bench heavy and you don't have a squat or a workout buddy to help you out. So we've got the spotter arms. We also have this dip bar here on the side, obviously to do some dips. And then we have two bars. We have a 45-pound barbell, and then we also have the 25-pound curl bar over here as well. And we store them kind of on this little attachment that did not come with the squat rack. You have to purchase this separately. The other thing that was really good about this squat rack is that it came with this pull-up bar, which was kind of key for us. Okay, so we also decided to purchase a bench here. We have a Rogue bench. You're gonna see a theme here. Most of our stuff in this gym is Rogue because whenever we've used Rogue equipment, it's super high quality, so we had to go with Rogue equipment as much as we could in our gym. Back to the bench, we decided to get an incline bench, and we kind of went back and forth on the flat bench or the incline bench. There's a huge price difference. I'll put the prices of both of those here in this video, but there's a huge price difference between the flat bench and the incline bench. Ultimately, we decided to go with the incline bench, a little bit more pricey, but it's super sturdy and we don't regret this at all. We use it all the time at all different angles to, incorporate into our workouts. So we're really pleased with the bench. One of the attachments that we purchased with this squat rack was the landmine attachment, and this was totally necessary. We use it all the time, and one of the things that we got with it was this, you can see here, I've got it set up, is called the parallel landmine handle, and basically you just use it to do rows, bent over rows with the barbell. So we really love that aspect, and this again gets a ton of use. So we love the landmine attachment, so versatile. You can work upper body, lower body. Love, love, love this landmine attachment. All right, so this is some of the storage stuff that we decided to get from Rogue. We got the 2-tier system, and we've got our bumper plates here. We've got 10, 15, 25, 35, and 45. So not a ton of weight, but enough to kind of add a little variety into your workout. We've also got the slam balls by TRX. We've got 3 of them. Stability ball, the Rogue ab mat, and the Bosu ball, which I use a ton. And then we've got our set of dumbbells. So we have the lowest weight at 22.5, and then all the way up to 80-pound dumbbells. Up here, we would normally store our kettlebells up here, but we've got little kids, so we want to put them down on the floor for now. But as they get older, we'll probably pop them up here so we don't have to have them on the floor with a ton of clutter. Another thing that's great about this 2-tier system is this attachment. This attachment here is extra. We use it for our battle ropes, which are awesome. I definitely don't use the battle ropes as often as I should because it's really hard and it sucks, but again, a great workout. And then you can also kind of loop these long bands through and get in some extra work. You can do some mobility work or abs. You can even step into it and do some extra, add some extra resistance when you're doing like an RDL or something, or hip thrust with a dumbbell. So again, this little loop here was extra, but it was well worth it. Another thing that is vital for a gym is our music. So we have a nice little Sonos speaker here. We use it all the time, and as well as a TV. So if there's a program you want to watch, or you just want to throw up YouTube videos or whatever, the TV and the Sonos system get a ton of use. All right, the next thing we have in our gym is a GHD. This is a monster piece of equipment, so I wouldn't recommend it if you don't have a ton of room, but if you do have a good amount of room, this is a great piece of equipment. super versatile. You can get some abs done, hyperextensions, you can work your hamstrings. This is a really great piece of equipment. I mean, even to kind of just stretch back and stretch out your back. So again, really great piece of equipment. Highly recommend if you have the space for it. We also have the Echo Rogue bike. This bike comes with a couple different attachments, so not all of the stuff that we have here is what the bike comes with. The first thing is this fan blocker. So this basically prevents the wind from the fan kind of blowing up in your face and drying your mouth out when you're trying to work out. So we like this fan. I think it's a must-have if you're going to get this bike. We also got the cell phone holder and the water bottle holder. And then we also got these turf wheels. These are not necessary, but we kind of purchased them just in case. We weren't sure what the utility of the actual wheels or how good they were going to be. So we got these turf wheels. Again, they weren't necessary, but we do like them. They look kind of cool. So, but that's the Echo Rogue bike. It's a nice warm-up tool or just a great finisher to your workout. Purchased for our gym was this Rogue resin plyo box set, and we purchased it as a set. Each of these come individually. There's a 12, an 18, a 20, and a 24-inch box. These get quite a bit of use. I would say that if you're maybe going to just wanting to get one or two, I would recommend maybe the 18 and the 24, or maybe the 12. If there's not a big difference between the 18 and 20 inch, so I don't know that it's necessary to get both. But we do get a lot of use out of them. I would make sure that if you're going to get them, make sure you have a steady surface. These do slide because resin is a type of plastic, so on our surface, they slide quite a bit, so you have to make sure that they are on top of a surface that doesn't allow it to slide for your safety. But again, we use these quite a bit. We just have to make sure they don't slide around that much. All right, we also have this Rogue mat, and this mat is really great because we just leave it out all the time. That way we can, you know, get on the floor and do some abs or stretching or warming up, whatever. So we never kind of roll this up and put it out the way. We just leave it out. The only downside is it slides quite a bit on our surface. So if you're trying to do a CrossFit type workout and you're doing burpees, this thing's gonna slide all over the place. So I think if you're going to get this mat, you're gonna use it for, you know, standing on it if you're doing squats or something stationary. Even reverse lunges are okay. But if you're gonna be jumping up and down, it's not a great piece of equipment for our gym specifically, only because it slips on the floor. The next piece of equipment we have is this trap bar. The trap bar is really great. It's kind of a big clunky piece of equipment, so if you don't have a lot of space in your gym, I wouldn't recommend it unless you're going to use it a ton. We use it quite a bit, upper body, lower body. It's a really great versatile piece of equipment, and it's nice to be able to do some squats and work your lower body without having to put some weight on your back. So again, super clunky. It is pretty heavy on its own, so if you don't have a lot of space, I wouldn't recommend it. All right, here's where we store all of our kettlebells. The heaviest kettlebell we have is a 52 pounder. That's that green one in the back. And then we've got these 13 pounders down here. We got 2 of each. That way we can kind of do lunges or, you know, walking lunges with 2 kettlebells and kind of change up the workout. I've also got some smaller, lighter dumbbells, 12 pounds, 5 pounds, and some 30-pound dumbbells over there off to the left. So those are all of our kettlebells. Again, normally we would store them on our 2-tier Rogue system, but we didn't want to keep them up there for safety, but this is kind of a nice place for them over there. All right, in this corner here, I've got my Century Wavemaster. I love kind of changing up my workouts, doing some boxing, a little bit of kicking. As a former martial artist, I love kind of making sure I can still throw a few kicks here and there, but I love a Wavemaster. To be honest, it was a little bit smaller when we got it in the mail than I thought, but it's good enough for me. My husband doesn't use it. I use it pretty often, so. All right, we've also got this little fast track storage system up here. So these are originally purchased from Home Depot, and we got it really to store, you know, rakes and mops and other garage stuff that we would normally store in here. But when we changed this into a home gym, we figured this was the perfect place to store our resistance bands, jump ropes, a stretch band. We've also got some circle booty bands up there as well. So this is a great little storage system that we weren't intended for this initial use, but turned out to be great. We've also got a whiteboard. I feel like a whiteboard is essential for workouts. For me, I'm the type of person that likes to write down my workout, and I don't have to think about it as I'm working out. So if you write down the workouts, or if you're, you know, working out in the middle of your workday and you think of a task you might want to do, it's easy to kind of just jot it down, and then you can tackle that task when you're done your workout. And then last but not least, we've got our Peloton treadmill. This was the perfect addition to our gym. It is huge, it takes up a lot of space, but well worth it. We get a ton of use out of it. If you want to see my complete review on this piece of equipment, I have a video on this as well. All right, so that completes our gym tour. I really hope you enjoyed it. You know, just like many people, we initially did not decide to do a home gym when we moved into this house. This was something that came up, you know, as a result of quarantine and gyms closing down. But we are so happy with all the equipment that we have. We get great use out of it, and the quality is just fantastic, and we know that we're gonna get tons of use out of it in the future. So thanks for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you enjoyed it.